Well, here's the culprit of why the window doesn't go up and down. I imagine it's some kind of connecting bracket, but here's the motor. Motor works fine. It's just here's the track for it. So what Alright, here's that stick I'm gonna jam up in there to go kind of diagonally up this way first. In there. And there's a couple of buttons in there. I have to be careful to miss those buttons there. Alright, there it is, wedged up in there. The top of that rail there. So hopefully it doesn't vibrate loose and come on down. But okay, I'm going to show you in reverse. So if you want to know how to get it off, just go from the end of this video and then kind of watch from the end forward. Of course, skipping back. Got this moisture barrier here. Just gonna. It's got a little sticky to it, but I'm just gonna tape it up with some packing tape. Not too worried about it being up there permanently, because the door panel will hold it together. It's important to note that this big black lead goes to the bottom lead right here, and the unshielded lead goes to the top lead here. So just make a note of that when you put it back together. And that wire goes through the little hole next to the speaker, so you want to stick it through there. Next part's kind of tricky. You've got this little hook. It's on a cable, and that's the door handle release, and then you got to put all the electrical wires. There's a little light that goes behind the door handle release, and this is the power, and the door handle release has to go through this track, and can't remember, the little light goes in here, and there is a, oh gosh, oh, the electrical wiring hooks up right in there. That's the, I believe that was the window, but I'm going to leave the window disconnected because it doesn't work anymore. Before I forget, the way these door panels go in, this lip here just gets pushed into these clips right here. These clips in the door, they're just pressure fit. To get them up, you had to pry it open, so it's going to be kind of a bear to get the window, or to get the door panel back out to repair it, but I don't know when I'm going to repair it. And then the rest of the door panel just snaps in with these little plastic snaps there. And then there's one final little bracket that goes on the door handle pull that just is a snap-in little thing. I scraped up a piece of trim thinking there were screws behind that, but don't do that. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to attempt to show you how to hook this in. The trick is you want to pull the cable out so it fits in a slot, and then it fits in a slot, and then you let that retract, and it should be able to pull this into the slot. So here goes. Okay, that's how the door handle loops into that hook right there, and then there's a little light right here that's the little light behind the door handle. So I guess if you're in the back seat, you can see in the dark where the door handle is. And of course, this is the window for the window control that I'm not going to hook back up because I don't want to inadvertently roll the window with the glass jammed upwards. All right. This top piece has a little flex to it, so don't be afraid to manhandle it a little bit to get it into place. All right, very important you get the door lock linkage pulled up through there. And then just gonna smack it down. And then what I'll do is I'll go back and tap it with a piece of wood or something. Next, you want to push in the perimeter with those, where those snap things are. So I'll do that. Now there's a bracket that goes like this. There, and I'll screw that in. You notice this little SRS airbag doohickey out here. That's got a big ass screw that goes in here. Alright, next there's a screw that goes in that hole right there that holds the top part of the panel down. And this pain in the butt here goes, snakes around. The last screw is under here, under the handle, the pull handle. And it's got a little dust cover that goes there. It plugs it, so you don't see that big ugly hole, but you wouldn't know to look for it if you didn't know it was there. So let me put that in. Alright, we'll cover on. And don't forget the little light here. Alright, finally you want to connect the light that shines down on the ground when you open the door. Don't forget to remember. Alright, the last part is to hook up the light, the ground lighting, and don't forget the big black shrouded cover goes on the edge that has a long leaf spring on it, and then the unshielded part goes on the top. I don't know if it matters much. I think it's direct current, but that's the way it came off, so that's the way I'm going to put it back on. And just kind of slide it up in there, and it just snaps in there like that, and you're done. I lied, that wasn't the last part. The last part is to put your door lock back in, and that's what I was talking about earlier. When you first start to put this back on, you want to make sure this thing is sticking up. Now it does come off, and it came off on me. It's kind of a half threaded, or a half piece, and it's threaded, so just make sure the threads were pointing towards the window, so you just screw the door lock thing in like that until it's tight. And that's it, and that truly is it for putting a door panel back together on the back of a Mercedes E-430. Now, this assembly is just doing it in reverse. I know I was having problems disassembling it, so I didn't want to make a video of the disassembly, but it's absolutely the reverse. Besides this part up here, you do need the window down, and there are other videos you can search where you actually have to come in with the window down and pop up with a screwdriver or some kind of pry tool to pop this panel up here. I think you can still do it with the window closed. It's just going to take a little bit of work. Either that, or once you pop the bottom panel off, you're just going to have to work real gently up, or get some kind of stick to pop up the starter portion up here. But hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Bye.